My name is Andrea and I am the founder of EverjoyAi. So welcome to my channel, Mega Views. When I was inspired by John Reed, and he's well known in the agricultural and scientific tech industry. So he comes up with these amazing products that he puts together with his small business, which is actually a massive business. I didn't realize how massive it was, like multi-billion-dollar massive. But he is legendary because his heart for serving people and for sharing his insights, specifically statistics and analytics when it comes to market positioning, differentiation, risk, all the ins and outs of business. So it is a form of an audit, but before I go through the audit, I want to take you through what exactly the questions you should be asking yourself in terms of that graph. The three main questions you should be asking is, where does your primary sales driver sit on the time versus sales S-curve? Is it the introduction, growth, maturity, or decline? Number two is, based on competitor density, are you currently in a blue ocean or saturated market maturity phase? So every industry has a maturity phase. I would say chatbots, regular chatbots, is probably saturated, whereas compared to voice agents, that is a blue ocean opportunity. The other thing to look out for is profitability integrity. And that's visualizing where high revenue is actually low profit in your P&L. So what is your actual gross profit after accounting for freight, packaging, and variable R&D costs? Does your net profit before tax support a scaling model, or is it being eaten by fixed overheads? So the ceiling of complexity, mapping the cost of staying still versus moving forward. Is your reality line of growth currently plateauing below your expectation line due to operational friction? Have you identified the specific breakthrough needed to shatter your current return on growth ceiling? And what manual processes are creating a gap between your scaling potential and your current return? Opportunity cost and selection, quantifying the true cost of projects you are not doing. Are you choosing choice 1 or choice 2 based on data-driven opportunity cost or gut feeling? Is the good currently acting as an enemy of the best in your project selection process? What is the quantitative cost of projects you are currently or are doing right now? Then market positioning map, locating the exact market gap where competition is zero. Does your product sit in a generic low value zone or a proprietary specialty high value quadrant? Which competitor bubble is currently encroaching on your highest value specialty area? Is your value proposition values driven, collaborative, and learnable enough to lead the market? And then we have the 90-day execution plan. So part of the strategic outcome is, upon completing the EverjoyAi Statilytics audit, the system generates a tailored roadmap. So it enables you to have a good brand positioning and friction removal, the content and audience growth. It leverages your proprietary specialty status to create a 30-day content calendar that differentiates you from your generic competitors. And the execution and offer scaling. Finalize your high leverage offer based on opportunity cost analysis to ensure maximum return on your growth. So then it says, ready to dominate your niche. Get your competitive statistical report. And the idea of Statilytics is the statistics and the analytics. So both the analytics of the data and the statistics of the data. And it creates a report featuring all 5 diagnostic graphs that I've just explained, delivered as a downloadable PDF. Now, what are the actual questions I have here? Just sort of what I described, but I kind of can go through it again with you. So let's just say your time versus sales S-curve is an introduction. Maybe you don't have much competition, blue ocean. And then how do you plan to extend or enhance your current life cycle? So maybe learning voice agents, which seems to be quite new in the industry. So there's a huge demand. There's a blue ocean area for that. Profitability integrity, P&L. What is your actual gross profit after accounting freight, packaging, depending on what you're offering. Obviously, if it's a SaaS product, it'll be more to do with internet and internet speed, or maybe hiring people to manage your admin, or anything of that, a VA maybe to help you, and all of that is a cost. So maybe let's just say 40 to 60%. Are you reinvesting more in defense features, keeping up, or fence innovations, creating new categories? So I would say I'm more balanced. How much of your current revenue is high friction, requires heavy manual support, or low friction, automated or scalability? So more low than high. And since I am in automation, so it should be that way. Is your reality line of growth currently plateauing below expectation line due to operational friction? Significantly below expectations, slightly below expectations, mean expectations or exceeding, probably slightly below, because I haven't closed a lot of clients. So I need to do more use cases and close more clients this year. Have you identified the specific breakthrough needed to shatter your current return on growth ceiling? No clear idea yet. Have some ideas but unvalidated. Identified but not yet executing. Currently executing the breakthrough. So maybe have some ideas but not validated, so I need more validation. What manual processes are you creating a gap between your scaling potential and your current return? So I'm more about automated processes, but sometimes you need manual, like they were saying outbound sales, cold calling using AI agents is a no-go. So maybe that's something that I might have to think about, hiring a VA to do actual calls to clients as a starting point to break the ice. But then also it's going to create a bottleneck. So how are you going to scale certain things? So let's just say looking at hiring in the future. Okay, next. Are you choosing projects based on data-driven opportunity, cost analysis, or gut feeling? So probably balance of data and intuition. I tend to lean more towards data when it comes to SaaS and that sort of thing, because it's SaaS and computers and all this sort of stuff. You can only measure ROI through data. You can't measure ROI through intuition. Although your intuition serves you to create that data or to create those ideas that then bring in data. So this is a balancing act. Is the good currently acting as the enemy of the best in your product selection process? Yes, stuck doing good things instead of great ones. I think I'm also somewhat a mix, because I come up with the greatest of ideas, but maybe it's not feasible to do it right now. Maybe in the future I could actually pull it off, but right now my focus should be on creating retainable income. If you are removed the bottom 20% of your least profitable clients, how many resources would be freed up? So less than 10%, 10 to 25% free, 25 to 40%, 40 to 60%, over 60% free. Depends. Some people actually automate to the point where they are free for 4 months in the year. 4 to 6 months in the year, they are freed up to go on holidays, to live the life of their dreams, spend time with their family, and do other things, and there's that sort of level of automation systems. And then there's the other kind of group. They say, no, we want a bit more of a touch point with our customers. We want to be a little bit more hands-on. We get enjoyment out of working, so we don't want to be only on holiday, or whatever the case is. Every business is different. And I sort of want to have the freedom to travel, the freedom to do the things that I love, but I also love working. I also love creating these products and promoting it and getting passionate about it and getting fired up about it. So I wouldn't say that I would want to remove too much of the work. So I guess I'd want to, do the automations on the things that are going to be tedious, and then free up my time to do the creative work, which is what I love. So I would say 40 to 60% freed up. Market positioning map. Does your product sit in the generic low value zone or the proprietary high specialty high value zone or quadrant? Generic, commodity, slightly differentiated, moderate, high differentiated, and proprietary specialty category leader. I would want to be proprietary specialty category leader, but I wouldn't say I'm there yet because I haven't validated my tools. So I'll just put high differentiated. What is the most irrational reason customers choose you over the cheaper, faster competitor? Probably high value exceptional products is what I'm aiming for. What's unsolved frustration are your competitors ignoring because it's too complex for them to solve? Probably integrating a SaaS. A custom SaaS. Unless they're brand new, they sort of don't want to swap from, like maybe they're using Go High Level or something like that. They don't want to swap into a custom CRM. They're scared. So, does your product give you what you want? So my score is very low, which is the growth phase, which is obvious because I've just started, and so I'm in the growth phase where I'm moving out of learning and into growing, and that's my positioning radar. This is the current selection breakdown. So life cycle is 22, P&L is 67. This is the final score. It's not like the grid that I showed you at the beginning, the 3D grid. This is the final report. So so complexity, opportunity, and positioning. And then it says your brand position is highly differentiated in the introduction phase. So I am in the introduction phase. Based on my audit or my audit data, your brand operates in the introduction stage of product life cycle with a highly differentiated market stance. My core positioning statement could be, we are the only solution that high value exceptional products, positioning us as a premium choice for clients who value transformation over transaction. The key differentiators, your current stage introduction gives you opportunity for reinvention. Profitability score of 67% indicates strong unit economics to support premium pricing. So that's where you can really justify your premium pricing. Differentiation level suggests opportunity to carve deeper into your niche. Recommended brand archetype, the challenger. Disrupt with bold innovation and transparency. And then we have the content, 30-day content calendar, and you can go, day by day or day 1, 3, 5, 7, and create these sort of topics to cover in your content wheel. And then audience growth system, like what are your levers in the Statilytics strategy to target audience profile? Maybe decision makers are frustrated by integrating a custom CRM. Businesses in the introduction phase seeking premium solutions. So maybe you really do want to target a business that's just about starting but has the funds. Maybe they've exited one company, so they have the funds to start up something new, and they're excited about having something custom instead of being locked in to a CRM that's stagnant. And companies with gross margins of 40 to 60% looking to optimize. So that's kind of looking at that. And then your first offer could be, this is just a roadmap or blueprint. Obviously you refine it and tailor it to you. The growth accelerated agnostic, what this includes: complete Statilytics markets, position audit, all 5 diagnostic areas. So as I said, those 5 graphs, custom introduction phase strategy document, competitive differentiation map with specific action items, 30-day execution roadmap tailored to your P&L structure, 160-minute strategy call to review findings. So you can include all of this in your offer. They even give you a suggested price rate from 1,500 to 3,000. If you're going for a premium tier, your margins support your premium pricing. And payment model, full upfront or 2 payment split. Offer positioning language, stop competing on price. The diagnostic reveals the exact market gap where your competition is 0 and gives you the 90-day roadmap to own it. So that really empowers what you're trying to do. And then the 90-day execution plan. So here we go from start to finish, everything that you need to do. So it kind of maps out, implement brand positioning, address complexity ceiling, automate looking at hiring, identified an audit. So this is how you're going to do it week by week. So it kind of puts an action plan together so that you can actually do it. There's no point having a plan and not executing on it. And then, as you go through it, you can see the success metrics on your dashboard and position yourself in the market so that you can win.